It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? This is the only Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. My name is Jake Shadell. Each week, as my best friend Thomas Powell. If you did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how you doing this week?
Jake, I'm doing...
It's your birthday week.
It is my birthday. Well, I think my birthday week was last week, actually, but I appreciate you saying it.
It was your birthday weekend.
It was my birthday weekend, which is nice to have. You don't always get a birthday weekend, but my birthday was on a Friday this year. So I kind of made a meal out of it, which is nice.
Nice. So that's very exciting for you. How was your birthday?
It was fine. You and I already talked about this. Listeners don't need to know. You know what? It was pretty good. That's all you need to know, listeners. I went golfing. That's all I'm going to tell you. How did I do? You'll never know.
Thomas is now officially in his mid-30s and officially crotchety.
No, I don't like that.
Great stuff. Well, you got combative with the listeners immediately.
You needed
1 minute into the podcast.
You needed to put me in my place by reminding me that I'm fucking washed now, which, you know what? Fair.
Yeah. Thomas, I know it's been a big weekend for you, but I have to ask, did you watch Survivor Tocantins, the Brazilian Highlands last night?
You know what? What does it matter? We're all gonna die anyway. Yes, I did.
Great. Try to not talk about that on the podcast, about the fun show, but
it's all bullshit anyway.
I mean, I can't argue with you. This episode was called The Ultimate Sacrifice. Pretty good episode title, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was just talking about, so I think it's pretty applicable right now.
Yeah, that's really good. Would have aired on May 7th, 2009. And how old would you have been May 7th, 2009?
May 7th, 2009? Why, I would have been a not washed 17 years old. I was half as old as I am now. That's fun to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, yeah, good math. I would say May the 7th be with you, obviously. And I would have been 18 years old. And now today, we're both 34, just like Shaquille O'Neal.
We're both 34, just like Shaquille O'Neal, who is also 34. 91 babies. Shaquille O'Neal, he's one of them.
Speaking of the numbers 9 and 1, last week's episode received 11.99. How many viewers do you think this one received? No. Oh, shit. I did it wrong. How many viewers do you think this week received? I fucked up the notes, I'm sorry. How many viewers do you think this week received?
Did it receive 11.99?
It received 11.99 million viewers, yeah. It went up. I don't remember how many last week was, but less than that. So, you know people seem the
listeners aren't allowed to be mad because it's my damn birthday.
Yeah, it's Thomas's birthday 3 days ago, so you're even lucky that we're doing it this week. He could have taken this whole week off.
I could. I took my birthday off, took the day off of work, so...
Yeah. And is this not work?
What is this if not work?
Program on Paramount Plus? Okay, so Forza Moses... Forza... Look, Marquesas Monday is hard. Yeah. I've been talking all weekend.
All kinds of problems already.
Yeah. So at Forza Motorsport, they congratulate themselves on making it to the final 6. It really snuck up on me.
Yeah,
final 6.
You just kind of look up and you're like, wow, there's not that many people here anymore. It doesn't feel like final 6.
Same shit happened on, what's the season we're watching now? The Challenge All-Stars 5, Rivals. Suddenly there's only 6 teams left? There used to be 30. Anyway, Coach calls this final group the Warrior Alliance, and after all, it has a name for a reason. Yeah. Good stuff from Coach.
Bunch of warriors. He's a warrior. They're a warrior. We're all warriors. Yeah.
Yeah. Coach wants Taj out next, obviously. I think this is a bad idea because personally, I think Taj should win, actually. Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, I don't know if I agree, but I definitely, if we get more Eddie George on the show, then sure.
And we did actually get Eddie George on the show this week. Eddie George should come on the show in Blood vs. Water 3.
That'd be great.
with Taj.
They would get voted out
and
immediately. Also, I don't think he would have the time because he is the head coach of Bowling Green University's football team right now. But if he gets fired, that'd be a great, great fallback.
Speaking of coaches, Debbie is starting to get annoyed with Coach Benjamin Wade. This was bound to happen.
I mean, yeah, because he's coach. This is always going to happen with coach because of the way he is and chooses to be. But it would be fun to have coach versus coach on Survivor. Find out who the real coach
coaches. And it's him,
Jimmy Johnson,
Eddie George, Jimmy Johnson. They could all, come back to the island for a second or more time. I think Jimmy Johnson only played once, and Eddie George technically hasn't played at all. But he did go to exile. Interesting. One of the few people that can be said about, huh?
That's true.
Coach doesn't care about the $1 million. He cares about his integrity and changing the game from beginning to end.
I love so much every time that coach does this because he is a pathological liar, and it's very funny when he acts like integrity is important to him.
I can't wait to see him on Survivor 50. Yeah. This was, half our life ago? What is that, 17 years ago?
Yeah, what is it going to be like 17 years down the road? I know I'm different. How different is he?
Yeah. That would be a good Quopes quiz that we could do one. Well, I guess the season's almost over, so in the next couple weeks, I'll try to find a Quopes quiz. How much has your life changed since 2009?
Had Coach listened to Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix by the band Phoenix at that point? Probably not. So
give it 6 months and everyone will have heard it. Debbie is now thinking of targeting Coach. I am not upset with this plan. But
yeah.
JT recognizes Debbie is a real strategical game player. Good stuff from JT.
This was the right game for JT. Like, it is remarkable because the only thing that I had seen him on prior to this was Heroes versus Villains, where he looks like a complete schmuck. And he was in the right spot. This was just the right time and place for him. Yeah,
he did great. Great game. I liked his use of the word strategical. Reminded me that we were still in the Bush era.
Yeah, he was.
At this point,
he was giving George W. Bush.
Debbie at one point catches JT and Steven making fun of her. This was good.
Yeah, that was what a nightmare, right? Like the split second that you make fun of somebody, they are immediately there and they're like, I heard that.
Yeah. This is why you should never make fun of anyone.
I am very paranoid about if I have like a maybe like a coworker or somebody I want to talk shit about, just I'm immediately paranoid that they're going to be there.
Do you recall, speaking of 2009, going to a friend's graduation party and writing down word for word somebody else's...
Oh, man, I don't want to talk about this. That was a whole to-do. It was a fun bit in our head at the time, and it did not pay off well.
It was so funny at the time, but the payoff was not good. We don't need to talk more about it. I think people understand what happened. It was funny.
Turns out that parents care about the mementos that you get from the open houses, even if maybe as a high school student when you had them, we all just think of them as being like an annoying thing where you have to talk to a bunch of relatives that you've maybe never seen, but also maybe you only saw them once and you were a child that doesn't remember it, and they tell you how tall you were. That got pretty exhausting, so I didn't really think people cared about these things. And the parents, it means a lot to them, I guess.
Apparently. I wanted to tell that friend's parent, the only memento I care about is the fucking DVD by Christopher Nolan.
That's right. You want a memento? Go to fucking Blockbuster, which still existed at the time.
That's right. So these boys, speaking of boys, are now a little wary of Little Debbie. And we should start calling her Little Debbie, I think.
Okay, the remaining members of the tribe, what Little Debbie snack are they?
Oh, what a good prompt. Okay, Little Debbie. Little Debbie is a.
I'm gonna say zebra cake.
I was also gonna say zebra cake. Like
Yes.
inoffensive, but not upsetting. I love a zebra cake.
Yeah, they're like mid, but not in a bad way. They're like a perfectly okay Little Debbie snack.
JT is a Swiss cake roll in that you think they're great until every time you have them, they're a little worse than last time.
You know what? I would go so far to say because I think you're right, but in terms of that description for it, but I think that like a nutty bar is the similar thing that I think fits that description.
Is Nutty Bar the one with the wafers covered in chocolate?
And it's got the little peanut butter in there. Yeah,
Yeah, I love those. Those are so tasty.
they're good, but they are worse every time that you have them.
What about, is Sierra still there?
Sierra's gone. Sierra was a cosmic brownie. Nobody likes them that much. I was going to say cosmic
brownie for Sierra. Wow, it's amazing how on the same page we are for all of these. Actually,
you look, if you have strong opinions about Little Debbie, I think they're pretty universal.
Coach is a Star Crunch.
No, wrong. Star Crunch is good. Coach is not.
This is my thing. Star Crunch, I don't care for.
No,
and a lot of people
Star Crunch
hate hate Coach.
Star Crunch is the best Little Debbie. Coach cannot be Star Crunch.
Here's my thing. Star Crunch, polarizing, just like Coach Benjamin Wade.
I almost feel like I want to give Coach Cosmic Brownie, actually, because I think that it is largely a reviled Little Debbie, but there are people that weirdly like them.
Yeah.
Man.
We need one for Steven yet.
Steven is an oatmeal cream pie. Solid, dependable, classic.
Yes. Good stuff.
Maybe not ever going to be the best Little Debbie, but it's not one you're going to turn down.
Absolutely. And whenever I have a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie, I always say, I would like a second. And Steven did do second chances. So
it's true.
That tracks. Taj, then what's left?
Taj would be a Star Crunch for me because I love Star Crunch.
I think Star Crunch is overrated. The chocolate is not chocolate enough. Crunch is.
It's got caramel in it. It's got so much good stuff. Okay. Here's what Taj is. They have these like German chocolate cake wheels that you can't find everywhere, but those are really good.
Oh yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Okay, I just need a list of Little Debbie snacks. Ooh, Little Debbie just announced 3 little limited edition snacks. Oh, this is from All Recipes, so you know it's legit. Did we have Little Debbie in our food versus fast food?
I think we might
simulated season. If we didn't, that would have been good. Gingerbread, brownie, pumpkins, and mini muffins. These are items that already existed.
That sounds bad.
I can't believe it.
None of those sound very good.
Can I just have a list, please? Everything is like, here's where you can buy Little Debbie snacks. I don't need that. I need a list of snacks. And it's just more. All 35 snacks ranked from least to most delicious by Molly Larson as of April of 2025.
What authority does Molly Larson have to judge this?
She literally writes for tastyfoodstories.com. Okay, banana marshmallow pies? Yeah. No.
America's newspaper. the fucking the Little Debbie taster of record.
Tastyfoodstories.com is kind of the MS own of food websites.
Or MS Now.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I love, by the way, that I've said this, online, but the MSNBC. So do you know what the MS is for an MSNBC?
It's Microsoft, right?
Yes. So it was originally a partnership to help promote MSN, which is a thing that doesn't exist anymore. And they were like, we need to update this for the modern era. We're going to keep the part that doesn't exist anymore. And we're going to get rid of NBC, the thing that people know.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Taj is a honey bun.
Oh, Taj is definitely a honey bun. That's a great call.
I'm looking through this list of 35 from least to most, so I had to scroll through a lot of shit that sucked.
Yeah.
But they only had a honey bun at 11. Fake.
Honey
Bullshit.
buns are good.
Fudge rounds overrated. Too dry. Cosmic brownies too many carbs.
Also dry.
Christmas
It's just not a good
gingerbread too
brownie.
dry. Yeah. I'll make you a good brownie. Zebra cake's one of the best. That's my guy right there. The zebra cake guy. Peanut butter cream pies, don't remember them. Nutty Buddies, classic. Christmas tree cake, they have at number 2. That's just a zebra cake in a different shape. Fake. And oatmeal cream pies is number 1, just like Stephen Fishback.
I mean, I love an oatmeal cream pie. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about those.
Absolutely. So that was fun. That was pretty good.
Didn't we miss someone?
Debbie, Coach, JT, Steven, Taj.
There's
Who's
one.
left?
There's one more person. Is
Oh,
it
Aaron.
Yeah. What is Aaron?
Fudge brownie.
Fudge
I don't know.
fudge rounds.
Fudge rounds, yeah.
I don't have an opinion about them, just like I don't have an opinion about her.
Yeah, like I'm not mad about a fudge round.
I don't have a negative opinion. I just don't have an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of food, it is actually the auction. So little Debbie gets a bowl of freedom fries for $120. And we were still in the Bush era, so we have to call them freedom fries.
Freedom fries, and I mean $120 for a bowl of fries. What is it? Going out to eat now in 2025?
Good one. And chicken parm and wine goes to Coach for $320. What is this now?
Yeah, exactly. Is this like a going to fucking Olive Garden?
Yeah. Covered item goes to JT for $160, and it's nachos. And here's the thing about the nachos that JT gets. I feel like they should have a rule.
Yeah.
They're like, if you get nachos, you should be allowed to eat the ones with all the meat and cheese on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that these places need to have a set policy about the more loaded nachos, but those did look pretty good. I think having the guac there was probably nice.
Nachos. What's your take?
I think that they're a mess, and I don't. If somebody ordered like nachos for the table, I would eat some, but I never order them.
I would eat nachos ordered for the table as long as the server established the rules before.
Okay, you're going back to the well too many times on this sketch from 6 years ago.
6 years ago. What is this? Grocery shopping now? Okay, covered item goes to Steven for $100, and it's chicken hearts. He says, I feel my own heart increasing in volume. Good line. Steven.
So this is a very good episode for Steven.
Steven, good at delivering lines. Would you believe that he's a writer now?
Crazy.
He writes books that are apparently good. Sprint Samsung phone goes to Taj after everyone gives her their money.
I got so excited that they had a dumb product placement thing with this.
It's the best shit.
For like
it's
an
the
old
best shit they do.
phone. For like a stupid old phone that was supposed to be cutting edge.
It was cool at the time, and they actually had video on it, which was a big deal in 2009. I loved that Geoff refused to take any more than $20 from her. That was a nice moment.
That was nice.
Geoff, be nice? What is this?
How could you be mean to Taj? You can't be mean to Taj.
Yeah, she's the honey bun of Survivor. Eddie George appears on the phone and says, "See you back at camp." Were you excited when he said this?
I was too busy. I got excited when Eddie George showed up. But the whole time I was basically just going like, I didn't really hear what he said because I kept being like, "Hey, Taj, it's me, Eddie George. I'm more excited to make this video for you than I was to be on the Madden 2001 cover. Remember when I went to the Super Bowl with the Tennessee Titans? Anyway, go Bowling Green Falcons. I'm going to be their coach someday, I bet." And
yeah.
And then I looked up and I was like, "Oh, there he is. Not even on the phone anymore. He got out of the phone prison."
What was Eddie George doing in 2009? Do you know off the top of your head?
He might have been doing TV at that point. I think he was retired. But he might have just been enjoying retirement and maybe figuring out what he wanted to do after that.
Fatherhood.
Yeah, he's having kids. He's Eddie George is being a house husband.
That's what that Steve Martin movie is about. Is there a movie called Fatherhood or something? Father of the Bride. Whatever, man.
I don't think that's what that movie is about. I think you might be thinking of Mr. Mom, which is not a Steve Martin. Yeah.
The original Parenthood and also the remake, they're both about Eddie George. Geoff sends Taj and Eddie to exile so everyone else can come to camp. Nice moment.
This was very sweet.
This is like when they say things that are earned in like storytelling. Felt very earned. I liked seeing them together. It was nice. And exile Eddie George pops out from behind a tree. Fun.
Yeah, that's a classic move.
Classic bit from our friend Eddie George. They're both super horny for each other, Eddie George and Taj. Did you enjoy this?
Yeah,
hearing both of them talk about each other.
It was nice. Get that camera crew out of there. I liked her referring to wanting to have a conjugal visit with him. The Survivor is like prison in a way.
It kind of is. So back on the Forza Motorsport camp, everybody hugs their loved ones. How nice was this? We got Steven's brother. We got little Debbie's husband. We got Aaron's dad, JT's sister. And Coach's assistant coach, who helps him stretch. It's like, fair.
Sure.
I would also appreciate that. That's really nice.
Jake, if you had the choice between, you're on Survivor, you're down to the final 6, you have a visit, I don't know, Ariel's in stasis or something. Your wife has been kidnapped by aliens.
Damn. Okay. Happens to the best of them.
You are given a choice. 10 minutes with me on the island or filet mignon. What are you picking?
I mean, if you come to the island, can we do some stretches?
I would help you stretch. I would definitely help you stretch.
Yeah. I definitely want you to come on.
Let's get those hammies loosened up.
Please. I got challenges coming up, and I need those hammies to be loose.
Yeah, we're gonna release some of that tension.
Yeah. So at Exile, they collect firewood, and Taj warns him about the wildlife, and then they build a fire, and he massages her feet. Pretty nice time between these two lovebirds.
Did
you ever see that movie Lovebirds?
I have not. I did actually. I saw it on this episode of Survivor. Because this Survivor episode, a damn movie.
This Survivor episode, better than the movie Lovebirds. It felt like they accidentally edited out half the movie. That's my review of Lovebirds. You can follow me on Letterboxd if you want. Taj says that Eddie George is her fire. And did you know that actually on Survivor, fire represents your life?
That's right.
So think about that. Back at the Forza Motorsport, everybody has their crying session. This is nice. Coach is worried that Taj will play her idol and either he or JT will go home. It's very funny to watch Coach be wrong every time.
Yeah, for somebody that thinks he's running the game, he doesn't seem very tuned into what's actually happening.
It's very satisfying to watch every time. So the plan is for everyone to vote Coach, but pretend to be voting for Taj. Little Debbie says that she will do anything to make sure JT and Steven make it to final tribal council. Why?
I don't understand. The point where you're like, I would literally, if you have somebody in the game that tells you that they would let you win, I think that I would try to get them out immediately because I don't trust that. I don't trust anyone that would tell me that.
Right. Like, why should I let you take third place if you're willing to lose? If you're willing to lose, it doesn't matter to me if you take sixth place or third place.
You're clearly lying to me.
Yeah. as JT points out, nobody wants third place.
Yeah, you're not. Why are you on the show then?
Yeah. If you want to just go home and vape, fucking go ahead.
Just go
Plenty
do
of
it.
people have done
You
it.
didn't stop. You didn't quit vaping before the show, and you need to have your vape. Then just leave.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna judge you if you want to vape, little Debbie. At the immunity challenge, we have to dig under a log, balance beam, crawl under ropes, memorize symbols, and then do a math equation with those symbols. This is a good challenge.
Yeah, there's. It was. I think it was like an elevated version of some of the challenges they do now. Like it had some of the good old production stuff. Which, by the way, I keep forgetting to talk about this. But do you like how much fucking papyrus font is being used this season?
It's cool. Because papyrus as a font reminds me of nature, which is kind of Survivor's whole thing, actually.
Yeah, this is them taking a sort of holistic approach, which I think we both enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't. I don't think it's a challenge I'm going to remember, but it was an interesting enough challenge, and I thought it set a nice stage for Steven to have a moment. So
I liked it because each obstacle influenced the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's an obstacle course, but it like I said, it being elevated, like it just there's more thought put into it than current game stuff.
It feels like that is the truth. JT gets out with a monstrous lead in the beginning. Steven, meanwhile, best friend, takes a long time to memorize all the symbols, which turns out to be the right strategy. Or, as Bush would say, strategy.
I think there's a fable about this one. I don't know if you've heard it before.
No, tell me about it.
It's a little story called Frog and Toad about being best friends who also wear dumb little hats. So that's basically JT and Steven.
Did Frog and Toad wear dumb little hats? I knew they had cute little jackets, but I don't
they wore
hats.
cute little jackets also. I think at least one of them wore like a stupid hat.
I love them, and I really appreciate that a lot of people in my life now have toddlers or younger children, and they can be introduced to Frog and Toad, the books.
I, as a child, didn't particularly care for Frog and Toad because I thought that they were boring, but I think as an adult, they seem like they'd be pretty chill to hang with, so...
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. Frog and Toad. Like, it's been a while.
Would you outsmoke Frog and Toad?
Absolutely not. Don't pop him. You look like you're going to pop him.
Jake and I spent the weekend trying to go blunt for blunt with Frog and Toad.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Anyway, Tortoise and the Hare is what I obviously was actually alluding to.
Yeah, of course.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Which one's the tortoise? Which one's the hare?
Steven's the tortoise. JT's the hare.
I feel like you probably don't. Either you haven't finished this season of Survivor or you haven't finished Tortoise and the Hare.
Oh, I'm saying just this challenge.
Oh, this challenge. Yeah. So Steven wins, and it's great. JT says every time something goes their way, he always looks to Steven and gives him a smile. This is so nice.
That is nice. Just two good friends.
I love friends. JT and Steven walked so Dom and Wendell could tie.
Yeah. We were, two great pairs of friends, and we were talking about a third great pair of friends, Frog and Toad. So
that's right. People always talk about wanting to do a dynamic duo season with JT and Steven and Dom and Wendell. I think we should probably add Frog and Toad to that.
What if you had
list.
Frog and Toad on there? What about it, huh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Frog and Toad on Survivor. What if? So at camp, JT and Steven fill Taj in on what happened while she was in exile. Love this group. Okay, JT was Swiss cake rolls. Steven was oatmeal cream pies, and Taj was honey buns.
Taj was honey bun.
That's a good lineup of snacks right there.
You got those in the pantry. I'm not complaining. I can tell you that.
Yeah. if I come over to your house to chill and I see those 3 snacks in your pantry, I'm gonna be like, can we get more snacks? Actually, can we take another snack break? Because those are 3 of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, I would love to go over and get some more.
Steven and JT talk over their options until Coach approaches. Approaches. Okay. Coach tells them, reality check, one of the 3 of us is going to win it. Yeah, I wonder which one of the 3 of you, Coach.
Probably Coach.
I love how this entire season it's been like a scene happens and then almost immediately we get a follow-up scene of JT and Steven discussing what just happened.
I feel like Coach is like the bad vibes version of what Keith Nail was, where he's like gonna hang around for a while and not win, but there's like an inverse enjoyment of other players hanging out with them.
Man,
and they have like completely inverse styles too, because Coach thinks he's super involved and is like trying to play really hard, and Keith is just kind of vibing.
Yeah. He is just far enough removed. I would have loved to see that. R.I.P. Keith Nail would have been great to see on Survivor 50 with Coach. That would have been a really fun relationship to see.
Yeah, it's a shame.
You want to talk about these wildlife shots?
Sure.
We had lizard, we had tapir, we had vulture, we had spider, we had owls preening each other before Taj and Eddie George's date on Exile. That was pretty cute. Snakes, crocodile, some sort of monkey, and the Amazonian black scorpion. Do you know the scientific name of the Amazonian black scorpion?
I don't. Is it the Amazonian black scorpion?
Is the Titius obscurus.
Wow.
Obscurus? Titius obscurus. It's funny to say that. They're a black scorpion. We all know what scorpions look like. How big are they? And this one's in millimeters.
Oh, this is a little scorpion. Man, what is this? Just scorpion? The scorpion talk?
Yeah, good one.
I'll say like 15 to 20 millimeters.
Oh boy. 5 times as hard?
Why are they even measuring it in millimeters? It's just centimeters at that point.
Yeah, I agree. But I didn't write the Wikipedia article. All right, I simply read it.
I guess like 75 to 100 millimeters.
65 to 100 millimeters.
Let's just say 6.5 to 10 centimeters. What is your fucking problem?
No, they don't want to do that because it's a small guy and doing it in millimeters make them sound smaller. Okay, they are nocturnal. Where do they hide during the day?
I'm gonna assume under rocks.
Under stones, logs, or loose bark. Where can they be found in the globe?
South America, I'm betting.
That's right, particularly the Amazonian rainforest. Okay, so there are 15 listed symptoms of their venom. Name as many as you can.
Diarrhea.
No.
They don't have that on there? Come on. Convulsions.
Convulsions, yes.
Skin irritation.
I don't see skin irritation.
Okay, I mean, some sort of like painful like welt or sore.
Severe local pain, yes. Swelling, we'll count that.
Yeah, swelling. I'll say maybe numbness.
Spreading numbness, yes.
Death, maybe one.
I mean, it's not a symptom, but it definitely has happened.
Dizziness, maybe? Weakness?
There was something like that.
I would say like disorientation.
Muscle twitch,
Muscle
I think, would be the
twitch.
closest
Okay.
thing. There's also profuse sweating, nausea, vomiting,
Oh, they got nausea and
semi-coma.
vomiting with no diarrhea. Interesting.
Somnolence. You ever heard this word, somnolence?
I think I have, but I'm not really sure what it means off the top of my head.
It's a fancy word for extreme sleepiness.
Okay.
Also hallucinations, rapid breathing, rapid heart rate, excessive drooling, and prostration. We talk a lot about our favorite animals. This one is one of my least favorites, actually. I think these guys, let's get rid of them.
Yeah.
We could probably get rid of them.
Don't like them.
The world would be fine. Okay, so that's the scorpion, kill them all. You know, like there's those lantern flies or whatever that you're supposed to kill if you see them because they're invasive or whatever.
Yeah, you
That's how
gotta
I feel about
stomp on them and
scorpions.
smash them. That
Yeah.
same goes for these scorpions.
So at Tribal Council, Geoff asks Coach how he determines who is most deserving. It's an eternal question for this character, it feels like. Every season he's on, every episode. Coach, what's your deal?
Coach, there's a right answer to this. You can give the same one every time. And it's one that we like to reference a lot on this show. And that is, who's to say?
Yes, exactly. Coach calls Stephen a boy who read books about adventure to a man who is living an adventure. How would you feel if somebody said that about you?
I would be offended.
Yeah, that's a
I'm trying to think
weird
of who
slight.
could say that I would be okay with it. Definitely not Coach. Coach is not, even if that was a
Coach.
message I was receptive to, he's not the guy I want to hear it from.
I feel like if Coach talked to me at all, I would be offended.
Yeah. I think I'd be like, do you feel like you had the same thing happen to you when you were dropped into the Amazon rainforest?
Yeah. Amazon rainforest is where this all is taking place. Amazon rainforest is also where Coach had his experience with the tribe and the kayak.
So you've been here before. This is like old hat to you.
Right. So like, why isn't he bringing this up more often, I guess, is my question. Speaking of Coach, he apparently trusts little Debbie implicitly.
It's really funny to hear him be like, she would never lie to me. As Debbie is openly just being like, well, you know, I mean, how long can you not lie to people in this game?
Mm-hmm. Taj calls Coach a warrior, which Geoff really appreciates. And then everybody talks about Coach's honesty. I really love how everybody has figured out how to talk to Coach in Tribal Council.
Well, Geoff just makes fun of him.
Yeah. It's like, inflate his ego, so he votes your way. They vote. Did you see how when Coach walked past the jury, they all flipped their jackets over their shoulder like Coach does?
That's so sick.
It was so good. So Taj gets a vote, Coach gets a vote, and Debbie gets 3 votes. I think this was the right move.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sucks to see little Debbie go, but I'm glad we got to assign everybody their snacks. Because that's really what's most important, isn't it?
That's what we're all here for, really, if you think about it. Snacks.
TV is just a vehicle to eat snacks.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, this week, of course, we saw Taj and Eddie George celebrate their true love on Exile. I guess it's not called Exile Island, is it? It's just called Exile this year. Anyway, we saw them celebrate their true love on Exile. So can you tell us the name of this week's quotes quiz?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty.
Early you lose your virginity, get married, and have your first child. that escalated quickly. This is by Bella Javier.
I feel like
This
if
is
you're
also
doing,
from June 21st, 2018. I think that we should disclose how old these quizzes are every time we do them now.
Oh yeah, that's very important. I feel like anything from 2018 is peak BuzzFeed quiz. I feel like if you're doing it right, you're losing your virginity and having your first child within the same year.
I mean, that's what the Lord commands. So
Yeah. Speaking of the Lord, what is your zodiac sign? I'm a Pisces.
yeah, this is scripture. This is
Yeah.
it's in the Bible. I'm a Leo.
I saw a a TikTok today.
Go ahead.
And it said Leos be like. What were you gonna say?
Leos be like, what were you gonna say?
Leo said what?
What do Leos be like?
Leos be like, I was just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Pick a.
Speaking of just Scorpion, I am a I'm a Scorpio moon, I think, and I think I'm Cancer rising. Do you know your other signs?
Yeah, I am a Pisces, the main one, and then the other two main ones are both Taurus. So I am emotional and also stubborn, which is a really good combo in my experience.
Yeah, you're hysterical. That's what I'm hearing here. Get this guy on some damn like fucking laudanum or whatever. Get him on some what they used to sedate housewives with.
Yeah, give me what's the procedure where they just remove half of their brain?
Yeah, you're gonna be lobotomized.
Lobotomy, yeah, give me a lobotomy so I can stop concerning myself with what other people think of me. Pick a trait for your ideal SO to have. Polite, intelligent, charismatic, sociable, funny, thoughtful. I mean, my wife is all of these things. I'm gonna pick intelligent.
Yeah. I'll say
You're all about a Hufflepuff, aren't you?
Oh
or
my God.
what's the other one? Ravenclaw. You're all about a Ravenclaw.
I'm gonna say funny.
Nice.
I want to do bits with my SO.
Bits is important. What do people like most about you? Your wealth, your personality, your skills in bed, your cooking, your fashion sense, your looks. Your fashion sense, not your fashion sense.
My skills at saying in bed after things. Remember when that was like the funniest joke that you could do?
It was the best thing to do after opening a fortune cookie.
Yeah, I love your fashion sense in bed.
That's so funny. Where did you come up with that? Where do you get your ideas?
I just, they just come to me sometimes,
I'm going to say my looks. I don't think anybody likes anything else about it.
Yeah, personality? Absolutely not.
Nah.
Cooking? This guy would burn water.
It's true. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Skills in bed? What are we talking about? His ability to eat in bed?
Yeah, my ability to sleep until 11 a.m.
That's right.
On a weekday?
I think people love my wealth. No, I'll say, I don't know, I guess my personality. I hope.
Yeah, good answer. Survey says, pick a rom-com. When Harry Met Sally, Bridget Jones, Diary, Sleepless in Seattle, 10 Things I Hate About You, Notting Hill, The Proposal.
Imagine picking The Proposal here. What kind of person would you be to do that?
I have seen 5 of these 6 movies. Can you guess the one I have not seen?
I'm going to say that you have not seen Sleepless in Seattle.
The one I have not seen is actually a clue.
Is it Notting Hill?
I have not seen Notting Hill.
Notting Hill is fine.
I'm picking When Harry Met Sally. You can't beat it.
It's good. I'm picking 10 Things I Hate About You.
That would have been my second choice. Yeah. Bridget Jones, it's fine. I saw it in theater.
Sleepless in Seattle, I've seen bits of on cable, and I was bored.
It's cute. It's what every rom-com tries to be. But successful. And Tom Hanks is a charming fella, so you can't go wrong with that. The Proposal, fine. 10 Things, perfect. We have a 10 Things I Hate About You poster in our home.
It's a good movie.
It's one of my wife's favorite movies. Pick a fictional couple. Harry Potter and Ginny Weasley. Speaking of
Oh my God, Harry
Hogwarts,
Potter.
Jack Dawson and Rose DeWitt Bukater. I didn't know she had a last name.
I'm not familiar with that part of the last name.
Who are these people? Chandler Bing and Monica
Could they
Geller.
be any more an option in this quiz?
Oh, are they Joey's friends?
They are Joey's friends a little bit. Have you seen the new Superman?
No. Homer and Marge Simpson.
I like that you didn't let me follow up on why I brought that up. I was like, no, we're moving on. We won't be talking about that.
What about Superman? What's so important
I thought
about
Rachel
the Superman?
Brosnan kind of reminds me of Courtney Cox in a good way. So she played Lois Lane in that.
Noah Calhoun and Allie Hamilton from The Notebook, or Edward Cullen and Bella Swan.
Homer and Marge are goals. I want what they have.
I mean, that's the only good answer. When we were in Denver for our honeymoon a couple months ago, every night we would watch, like on the outdoor TV, we would start a fire and then watch an hour or two of a Twilight movie. And we got through all 5 movies over the course of the week.
Wow, how romantic to watch.
It was a really nice time.
Some of the worst movies you'll ever see.
It was wonderful. I loved it.
You got to see Michael Sheen being a gay little vampire, which is fun though.
Absolutely. I'm picking Homer and Marge Simpson, obviously.
They're goals.
Okay, you'll lose your virginity at a park, marry in Bora Bora, and have your first child at school.
Or
The fuck?
Oh my God. Honestly, they nailed that last part.
I hope not. I did not lose my virginity in a park. I did not get married in Bora Bora, and I've not had my first child yet. So,
yeah,
incorrect, BuzzFeed.
Mine starts off okay. It's you'll lose your virginity at home, marry in Florida, and have your first child while at a mall. And 33%, not terrible.
What is this quiz? Where do they come? Like,
is this like a Holmes style game where Marry Fuck Kill home? What house? Whatever the fuck that stands for.
What was that game? Hags? No.
I'm looking it up and typing in Holmes games really does not.
Home, shack, apartment, mansion. Hams? It couldn't have been called Hams.
No, it was called Holmes, but I don't remember what it was called.
Holmes, okay. All I know of Holmes is
oh my God.
Great
so
Lakes.
the first two top reacts for this with 338 WTF and number 2 with 143 fail. Only 94 balls. That's not a hit rate that you want.
Did you know about Idge Bowl?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Idge Bowl. Who are you kidding? Who are these young people kidding?
I just learned about it.
It's not. It doesn't work in any possible way. This feels like something that you're doing just to piss off people older than you, not because it's something you like. And you know what? It's fucking working because you can't fucking say anything to me that you're typing out a 5-letter one that you can't say out loud.
Yeah, it sucks. Idge Bowl is stupid.
You just burst out laughing. No, you fucking didn't. And you took way too long to say the same thing that laughing out loud is.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have actually saved half a second if you had just typed LOL.
Unbelievable, these kids.
And also, like, all of the kids these days are like, stop saying LOL. Just say what you want to say. Bitch, no. I want to say LOL.
I want to say LOL.
I'm laughing out loud.
It's friendly. This is that these people have no social mores. They don't understand that throwing an LOL in is polite. You're being polite to the other person.
These fucking kids, they grew up in COVID, right? So they don't understand social
Sorry
cues.
that your fucking Twitch streamers or your
they're fucking Zooming. They're Zoomers.
What are the Twitch
Zooming.
streamers that are like anime? They have an anime overlay. Where they pretend they're all pretending to be like an anime girl.
I don't know what you're referencing.
There's like a type of Twitch streaming where they have like an avatar that's always like an anime girl that like moves because it uses in the same way that like a Snapchat filter like replicates your actual emotions or whatever, but it's just an overlay and it's always like a fucking anime girl.
I don't like that. Put your own face on the internet. Come on, guys. This is the thing about Zoomers. They don't want to put their own face on the internet anymore.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the one thing that you could say about Zoomers is that they don't show their own face on the internet enough.
We always were putting our own face and voice on the internet. 10 years strong, this podcast. Well, 9 years and 11 months. 10 years next month. Do you want to celebrate in any way?
No.
Right,
we celebrate every goddamn week, okay? So that's
right.
That's the only celebration that we need is doing this damn thing. And you know what? I'll be fucking dead and in the ground before this becomes a video podcast. If there's one thing that we abide by with this show is that we do not care about SEO, we do not care about promoting it, and we do not care about numbers.
Yeah. And we'll never have an ad.
Yeah.
Not because people haven't offered, but because we refused the money.
I told a member of our Survivor DM that I met at Summer League what the name of our podcast was. And he said, "Oh, you guys really don't care about SEO, huh?" And I said, "Nope, sure don't."
I didn't know SEO was a thing in 2015.
Yeah, it was different back then, okay?
What am I supposed to call it? What are you supposed to call it to let people know that this is the only fun Survivor podcast?
Yeah, God forbid that I have an idea that comes from my life as opposed to, being like, what is the algorithm going to pick up?
This is the joke. This is the bit. This is the reason it's called this.
You will never see... I know that you do kind of design the YouTube thumbnails a little bit sometimes for the algorithm, but you will never see our faces reacting to something on one of our YouTube thumbnails.
Yeah. We will only do that to Geoff Probst, if anybody. This is the bit with the name. Back in the day, high school, growing up, Thomas and I, we grew up together. That's the gimmick of the show. The gimmick of the show is we're real life friends. I would always say, every Thursday
who doesn't
morning,
understand that? These fucking kids today. They don't understand what having a real
Zoomers.
life friend is like.
They don't understand having real life friends. I would always say every Thursday or Friday morning, "Did you watch Survivor last night?" And Thomas would always go, "No, I don't watch that show." And it was funny to me every time. Yeah, and then by 2015...
Talk to me about Lost, okay? I don't want to hear about Survivor. If I want to show about an island, talk to me about Lost. And then I would push my glasses up my nose that I didn't have in high school.
And then I would talk to him about Lost and he would still walk away.
And I would be like, that's not a book.
So by 2015, I finally bullied him enough to watch Survivor, Second Chance.
You bullied me by getting me into this podcast with the premise that it would be like, oh, well, I'm still not going to watch it, but you're going to tell me what happened. And then we realized that it makes for really boring podcasting. So I was like, you know what? I should probably just watch this.
Yeah. And I think you were right to do so because it turns out the show, it's good.
That's right.
Australian Survivor versus the World, pretty good too. First season of Australian Survivor I've watched, and I enjoyed it.
I've always heard good things.
Anyway, Thomas, what's your social medias?
You can follow me at tom.tom.bsky.social or at tom.tom on X, the everything app, formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, classic. The show's on YouTube here at the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast. We received the following comment on last week's episode, actually. They said, "Ha ha ha, very funny, smiley face. Great app, guys."
Wow. You know what? I love not only when people do what we tell them to. I love that more than anything. But a nice little flourish at the end of it, great.
I know. Feel free to flourish it. But Thomas, if people don't know what to write, what could they write on YouTube.com?
Follow our new friend that made that comment. Follow their lead and say, ha ha ha, very funny smiley face, or just smiley face. And if you want to say something else nice after that, you're more than welcome to. But if you say something mean, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, we'll probably talk shit about you in the next episode, and that is not ideal. We
don't
want to do that.
Who does this guy think they are? Huh?
Yeah. we're trying to practice compassion here on this podcast. And if you're mean, that's going to make it really hard for us to do that. So please don't be mean.
You want us to be compassionate. You don't want us to be hating, okay? I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Our last poll asked, is Coach a player, a coach, a player coach, or who's to say? Who do you think won?
I'm going to say player coach.
Each option received 1 vote. So it was a tie. It was a 4-way tie. Somebody commented, Dragon Slayer.
Oh, that's nice. Coach is kind of like John Cena. Love him or hate him. People have all kinds of opinions.
We're kind of the John Cena of Survivor podcast, wouldn't you say?
I think so, yeah. Subscribe to Just Cena.
You can tune in next week. We'll get John Cena on the podcast. That's a guarantee. What can people vote on this week for the poll?
Eddie George, great Madden cover or greatest Madden cover?
Yeah, for sure.
No. I have a better one. Better coach.
Okay.
Coach or Eddie George?
Ooh, and that's what we're going to write in the YouTube polls this week. You can go to our YouTube channel to vote on that. We have shows on Patreon. You can find them at patreon.com/justpodcast. Thomas already mentioned one of them.
Yeah, Just Cena. I actually mentioned Just Scorpion.
Cena.
I mentioned Just Scorpion at one point too.
Both of them are affordable if you want to listen to us.
And we could also say Just Joey because we were talking about Just Chandler. So,
of course. You want to thank the fans?
I would love to thank the listeners and subscribers. Thank you for listening and subscribing. And you know what? Sorry, no, I'm going to add one to that. I would like to thank the listeners, subscribers, and commenters. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and commenting.
Yeah, we love the comments.
Don't make me revoke that last part.
I love to log into YouTube and putting together the notes and seeing, you got a notification from last episode. I wonder what happened. I deleted all of my meta apps, Appslogram. What's it called? Instagram, Facebook, apps, WhatsApps?
Apps what's?
I deleted them all. So getting that notification from YouTube really scratches that itch. Love getting notifications. Oh, here's a comment a post I saw on Reddit recently. It said...
Yeah, it was a post from you where you called Jeff Probst a bitch. And they immediately took it down.
That did happen. This was a comment on some Reddit, I don't know. And it said, checking for likes is actually kind of the new smoking. You know what I think about that?
Yeah.
Because they're both addictive.
Yeah, it's even worse than nicotine.
Yeah. Tocantins.
They should have a Surgeon General's warning on social media.
Yes. That's a good idea. Every time you log on to a social media, you have to watch a 30-second ad. This could cause cancer or depression. And
then also it has an ad for gambling at the end of it. Gambling's fine, though. You should do that.
Gambling's good, and everybody's doing it, actually. It's not a problem. Okay, we'll be back next week with episode 13 of Survivor Tocantins. One of the best seasons. Agree or disagree?
Agreed.
All right, have a great summer.
Juicy.
Lines foam on my face and hands. Lines foam from the ups and downs. I'm in the middle without any plans. I'm a boy and
What do you have what was the busted energy drink that you were complaining that you didn't get to try?
Fuck, what was it called? Oh, it's called Form.
It was like PHORM, wasn't it?
It was called PHORM, yeah. I'm going to hold on to it until we record on Saturday in the morning, probably next week. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The flavor is blue.
Would you say that you're looking forward to it with a PH?
Yeah, probably. Call me that guy who ran for president, sort of, a few years ago. Andrew Yang?
Yeah, I don't understand the connection here.
He created a party called the Forward Party,
with
I
a
think.
PH.
Yeah, but with a PH is my party.
Oh,
I'm kind of the Andrew Yang of energy
he
drinks.
He didn't do it with a PH, just you did.
Yeah. Inspired by my favorite energy drink I haven't tried yet. Form. And guess what? Yes, there is a brain outline illustration on the can, so you know it's going to make me smart.
It's always nice to know that. Yeah, like I need to have brain so that I know it'll make me smart, and then like a guy riding a bike or doing some sort of like meditation is very key.
I'll be sure to, let you know what's actually on the can when I drink it next week.
Yes, I like it. Oh, I like it, love it, like it, love it. 18, and
Smarten up, probes.
One guy, big mo, two guys, little bitty mo, three guys, four-eyed mo, four guys, no mo, five guys, eat mo, five little guys named.
Do you want to remember Five Guys?
Sure.
All right, this is, of course, Survivor Sports, News Pop Culture, and is there a theme, and can you find the theme? Up first, we've got Owen Knight.
Owen Knight, so is Owen Knight a Survivor player, right?
Owen Knight is Survivor player.
He is Survivor player. Did he finish third?
He did finish third in
What
Survivor.
season was that? It was a numbered season, so I'm not going to remember it because they don't have themes anymore because they hate me for this particular segment.
I think if they want to commit to the numbered seasons, they should just cast everybody who is that age. Everybody on the cast should be Survivor 43 years old.
Just all 43-year-olds.
Our second guy this week is Eric Foreman.
Eric Foreman is the Topher Grace character in that 70s show, correct?
Correct. And also... What other show is Eric Foreman in?
Oh, is he in that 90s show?
He is in that 90s show.
Oh, they got Topher for it?
Yeah, he's in a couple episodes.
That's fun. You know me, as one of the nation's preeminent Topher Grace fans, I am on board. Underrated actor.
You actually wrote that Eminem song Venom, but it was about Topher Grace's Venom.
Yes, yeah.
They just didn't release it for 15 years.
He was killing them in Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm. Our third guy this week, Mason Pines.
Okay, I'm guessing Mason Pines is a Survivor player.
You would be correct in that he's from a TV show. You might know him better from his nickname, Dipper.
Oh, Dipper's name is Mason?
Apparently.
I thought Gravity Falls, but I was like, nobody's named Mason on that.
Yeah, apparently his real name is Mason. I feel like that was mentioned maybe one time in like some, I don't know, deleted scene or something.
I've seen that show. I mean, I watched that whole show.
I was just watching the Double Dipper episode earlier today.
Oh, it's great.
One of the best ones. Our fourth guy, Seth Cohen.
Seth Cohen, of course, the Adam Brody character from the OC.
And our fifth...
Do call it that.
Do call it the OC?
Yeah.
Is that a reference to the show?
No, there's the Arrested Development joke where they Tobias would call something the OC and Michael would go, don't call it that.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, our fifth and final guy, Abe Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. He was, of course, assassinated at Ford's Theater while belligerently yelling. I'm trying to remember what the Whitest Kids You Know sketch. I think he was being like rude.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other shows has Abe Lincoln been in?
What shows hasn't he been in? He's been in so many.
As like a main character, though.
I mean, Clone High, obviously.
Yes. So have you figured out the theme for this week?
I'm just wondering how Owen fits into this.
What are the other four guys?
Well, they're all like they're not main characters from shows though, because like I wouldn't say, I guess Seth is kind of the main character of the OC.
I wouldn't know. I think I've watched 2 episodes of that show, and I enjoyed both episodes actually.
Yeah, the OC, the first like season ish of OC is like, I would say, legitimately a good TV show, and then it's not that great from there, but there's some character, there's some lovable. We have all these characters. We have
when
Seth
we do
Cohen.
love characters.
We have
Should have put
Summer.
that shit on USA.
We have Ryan Atwood. We have Sandy Cohen.
Okay, did you know that all of the OC characters have their own Wikipedia pages? I found this out while putting together Five Guys this week.
Yeah, go read Sandy Cohen's. You could learn a thing or two about being a good person.
Okay,
About being a man.
I'll be sure to do that. I don't remember which one Sandy Cohen is.
He's Peter Gallagher.
Okay, is that one of the Gallagher brothers?
You don't know who Peter Gallagher is?
I mean, I know the name.
Stupid bitch.
Ooh,
I
rude.
can't believe you.
I got a comment deleted from the Survivor Reddit because I called Geoff Probst a bitch.
That's the best way to get a comment deleted. It's so funny that someone would be offended by that. You do not talk about Geoff Probst that way here. And
I was like, yeah, that's fair. It came in like 2 minutes after I wrote the comment.
Oh wow, they were just not.
Yeah, they did not appreciate.
They were not going to let you get away with that.
Did you want me to just tell you the theme?
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
These are people that you've mentioned that you relate to over the years.
Oh, sure, okay.
Do you agree or disagree with any of them?
Oh man, I mean, I don't like the idea of relating to Seth, but he is accurate for a certain type of like high schooler that thinks that they're smarter than they are. And I was definitely that. But yeah, no, sure. Eric Foreman.
I feel like you mentioned him a lot when you mentioned fictional characters.
I really did not watch that show that much, but yeah, I can relate to Eric a little bit.
It's a good show, and that 90s show is also a good follow-up.
Yeah.
That 90s show makes Girl Meets World look like After MASH.
We both dated Laura Prepon, so, I think that's one of the reasons that I relate.
I forgot about that. How is that going, by the way?
I don't know. No, I said we dated. That's past tense. I don't know. I'm sorry if I had to break the news to you that way.
Okay, but my question is, speaking of Laura Prepon, when is that 2000 show coming out? Because it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. The problem with that, though, is like they are getting older. And is the world ready for a little bit of gray Prepon?
Did you just hang up on me?
No.